The Fox 35 storm team is tracking the tropics tonight. This tropical disturbance could become Tropical Storm Rafael as early as tomorrow. So Fox 35 storm team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard is joining us now with all the details. Laurel, I know you were kind of mentioning the track or the proposed track of what this could do. How is it going to affect us here in Central Florida?
Luckily, I do not think us here in Central Florida are going to get any direct impacts. That's the good news right there. But this, we've been watching for a couple of days now, and now we're finally starting to see those tracks really start to come out. So this is the first track that we're seeing with potential tropical cyclone 18. This is from the 4 p.m. update from the National Hurricane Center. And now that we are back in standard time, everything is going to seem to come out an hour earlier. So heads up for that. As we do take a look at the current track, this is what we're focusing in on right now, because again, this is the first track that we have seen from the National Hurricane Center. And we are once again going to be keeping an eye on 18. So what the path of 18 looks like right now is that it's going to continue to strengthen into a Category 1 hurricane as it makes its way close to Cuba and then eventually making its way into the Gulf. But because the Gulf has that cooler ocean water as well as a lot of wind shear, it's actually going to weaken as we head into about Thursday into the very start of Friday, which is when Wednesday and Thursday we could definitely see those impacts from Rafael as it makes its way into the Gulf. So that's why we are also posing Wednesday as an impact day. So just make sure you are staying weather aware with us. Again, not expecting any direct impacts. However, we're going to be seeing a lot of rain as this storm breaks up, and that's when we could see those effects start to roll in. So here's the path overall. Going to continue to see this strengthen into a tropical storm, most likely by tomorrow, because the warm ocean water increasing to a Category 1 storm and then eventually making its way into the Gulf from there. So that's the first track from what we can see, which is going to be future Rafael coming up. But here's what we're looking at. Again, very warm ocean water across the southern Caribbean, and that's what's just going to act as jet fuel. But again, across the Gulf, not seeing much more of that warmer water at all. So that's going to cut off that fuel line. And then with that also, the wind shear, especially in the Gulf, is going to allow this storm to weaken pretty quickly once it does make its way into the Gulf. And reason why we're actually starting to see this path is because of two systems working in tandem. This system, especially the high pressure system just off the East Coast that's been bringing us in that moisture, the clouds and the showers, is going to continue to steer Rafael into the Gulf. But we're also seeing a lot of severe weather across the central part of the country because of this dip in the jet, and that's what's also going to help steer this system into the Gulf as we head through the coming days. So spaghetti models actually starting to come in a little bit more of agreement than what we were seeing yesterday. It's going to continue to make its way up more towards Cuba, some of them pushing a little bit more towards Jamaica than others, but we're going to continue to see this system make its way into the central part of the Gulf, and from there it is a little bit of anyone's guess because that's still a little bit unsure. As of right now, this storm is going to be staying east of Florida. Good news there. But again, after that happens, it's kind of anyone's game where it could make landfall along the Gulf Coast. But of course, as much as we are watching 18, we cannot get too pigeonholed with that. We do also have to keep an eye on the rest of the tropics, and we are still seeing some very disorganized clusters of thunderstorms across parts of the Caribbean as well across the Antilles Islands, especially this 10% zone. And now we're seeing a larger 20% zone because of this little wave of thunderstorms just off to the east. So we're going to be watching those two very carefully through the next coming days. And of course, keeping some tabs on Patty as well. What we're going to be seeing with Patty, it's going to continue to move eastward and actually bring a good amount of rain across parts of Portugal and Spain as we head through the coming days. So lots to talk about in the tropics, but for now we are very much going to be focusing in on the potential for Rafael coming up throughout the next couple of days. And once again, for your Wednesday, this is what we are calling a Fox 35 Storm Team Impact Day. Going to be seeing a good amount of rain as well as some very muggy, tropical, dreary conditions as we see the clouds from Rafael really push in. Those are going to continue on Thursday as well. We could see anywhere between 1 and 6 inches of rain because of those tropical downpours rolling in Wednesday and Thursday. Luckily, though, for Tuesday, for Election Day, not going to be seeing too much, just a couple of scattered showers for your Tuesday afternoon.